And introducing his opponent.
Last minute change in the dojo schedule means a special Tuesday edition of Dojo Wars. Noah Anthony here at ringside. I'll be joined by my colleague in the ring, Theo Ivory, in just a second. Big singles contest to kick off this edition of Dojo Wars.
Introducing first, to my left, from Santiago, Chile, Pedro Pablo. And his opponent to my right, he is the psychedelic cyclonaut, Kristian Robinson.
Kristian Robinson has a tall task ahead of him this coming Friday night when he finally gets his hands on Jay Free. Theo joining me now at ringside. Big 10-minute time limit in this opening contest between the Chilean sensation, Pedro Pablo, and the psychedelic psychonaut.
Absolutely. Pedro Pablo, he has been on a tear since he's been at CZW, challenging for the Wyatt Championship, putting on, quite frankly, in my opinion, a match of the year candidate with Jordan Oliver.
Yeah, it was just a half a second away from walking out of the building and ending Jordan Oliver's one-year Wired title reign before hitting that mark. Kristian Robinson similarly has had a couple of run-ins with Jordan Oliver, taking him to a limited time or two. Tonight, both gentlemen looking to kind of reposition themselves.
Absolutely. Kristian Robinson, you know, my concern here in this match is, quite frankly, his focus. He's got a lot going on with big-time Jay Free. Very, very deeply personal there. So you got to wonder where his mind's going to be in this match.
And Robinson already looking to kind of ground Pedro Pablo. Very unusual for Kristian Robinson, who's known to be very high flyer, the highest of high flyers, if you will.
Absolutely.
Good reversal.
We all know I call him Flipper.
And good reversal by Pedro Pablo with that top wrist lock. Robinson using that athleticism to go through the legs, now into an arm bar.
Beautiful.
Pablo, though, quickly able to reverse, going into a pinning combination. Referee just slightly out of position.
Just a one count.
Just a one count.
Beautiful arm drag.
Robinson, though, collecting himself off the ropes, ducks a clothesline. Step up, Hurricane Rana. Very impressive there by Kristian Robinson. Nice drop kick.
Now, this is the Kristian Robinson we're used to seeing.
Yeah, Pedro Pablo taking a moment to collect himself on the arena floor. Robinson, though, ahead of steam. And Pedro slides back in. Robinson with a flip. Pablo's been around the dojo enough times, though, that he had that scouted, that big European uppercut. Across the ring, drives a shoulder right into the midsection. Pablo again with a European uppercut in the corner.
Oh, beautiful exploder suplex.
And a nice kip up as well, Pedro Pablo.
You know, these two are absolutely two of the most athletic men we have here in the dojo. Oh, ow.
I'm very excited to see what happens. We've seen these guys team before. We've seen them face off in tag team competition. But one-on-one's a very different story. They don't have to worry about Alessandro or in the past Jay Free or anyone else.
Or whoever Jay finds a team with him for that week. Excuse me, Kristian.
Nice headlock takeover by Pedro Pablo. Robinson right near the ropes, but trying to get back up to a vertical base. And this is where that youth comes into play here, Theo. As Kristian kind of pulled himself into a position where Pedro was able to take advantage of it, keep him towards the center of the ring.
Absolutely. Great intensity here in this match.
Big four. Oh, back elbow. Oh, my God. Kristian Robinson floored. It's Super Show week, and Kristian Robinson is putting it all on the line here before his big match with Jay Free.
Absolutely. Kristian really needs to start building that momentum. He has a big match coming up with Jay on Friday. As we mentioned, this has been brewing for weeks on end. So Kristian needs to stay focused, and he's got to bring home the win.
Yeah, Robinson fighting back up to a vertical base. Breaking free of Pablo's claw. Oh, big kick, big back elbow. Oh, step up knee. Very impressive. Robinson tosses Pedro to the ropes. Pedro reverses, and again with that European uppercut, Theo.
Kristian may want to check his teeth.
Rolling Death Valley driver. Cover, 1, 2.
Only
a two count.
Come on, Brett!
New referee, Miss Felicia, making her debut here tonight. Pedro taking a little umbrage to her cadence as she tries to find her way.
Absolutely. It was a fair 2 count. She called it right down the middle.
Yeah, all we ask is that referees be consistent, right?
Absolutely.
Robinson ducks that close like very unique bridge.
Beautiful.
Very impressive kick by Kristian Robinson, and Pedro Pablo is now tied up in the corner. Robinson off the step up. I mean, there's no doubting the athleticism of Kristian Robinson, but Pedro Pablo. They're just exchanging suplexes now, and another running knee. Cover, 1, 2. Oh my word!
That'll break a nose.
Still early on in this contest, but Kristian Robinson and Pedro Pablo are just throwing everything at each other but the kitchen sink.
Absolutely. I'm seeing an intensity from Kristian Robinson we have not seen before.
5 minutes gone by, 5 minutes remaining.
Kristian Robinson setting Pedro up for the GTS.
About halfway through the 10-minute time limit of this contest. Just heard the time call there, Theo. Now Pedro Pablo.
This has been 5 very intense minutes. I've definitely got to say. Oh, what a backbreaker.
Half Nelson into that backbreaker. Only gets a 2 count.
2 count there, referee Felicia. Got a great view of the shoulders, just a 2 count.
Robinson's got to collect himself. This is not how he was hoping this type of matchup would go. I imagined in his brain before this matchup, he was expecting this high flying showcase. Crazy stunner there out of the psychedelic Psychonaut. Robinson off the ropes. Oh my God! Inside out again with that clothesline.
The intensity of this match is literally on 100.
You know, Jay Free has said last week after attacking Kristian Robinson, he didn't think Kristian had the guts to show up again this week. Kristian, though, is here. It's Jay Free who's not here. He just texted me gloating that he somehow tricked Kristian Robinson into showing up.
This tornado DDT.
And taking a match perhaps injured as well. Tornado DDT. Robinson now with a fireman's carry. A little bit of go to sleep.
Both men are down.
And everyone is down. This is intense and a fast-paced an opener that I've seen here at Dojo Wars in quite some time, Theo.
Absolutely. These men, I can't believe this is just the start of the show.
Robinson rolling to the ropes. Referee trying to give them time to get up. Discretion is the better part of valor for sure.
Absolutely, Kristian Robinson back to his feet on the outside.
Shot, springboard. Oh, God. And Pedro Pablo timed it perfectly with that European uppercut.
Looks like Pedro's trying for a Boston Crab here.
And he lets go the one leg. Now he's got a single leg crab. And Kristian Robinson screaming for pain. Again, the back. We talked about that attack from Jay Free very briefly. The back and the leg of Robinson were the focus of that attack last week.
Absolutely. Kristian Robinson, though, he's fighting, trying to reach the ropes.
And Pablo able to pull Robinson away from the ropes.
Oh, this is not good.
You know, there's got to be a time that you think maybe it's best to quit. Chalk it up, live to fight another day, but I don't think that's in Kristian Robinson's character.
Not at all. When he has to really push forward to Friday. Oh, roll up. Here we go.
Cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count again. 8 minutes gone by. 2 minutes remaining.
Reminder there from Noah Anthony. This match has been going, oh goodness, for 8 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the 10-minute time limit.
Robinson with a desperation kick to the head of Pedro Pablo. And again, only a 2 count.
These men are bringing the fight to each other tonight.
I don't know a better part or a better way, rather, to kick off an edition of Dojo Wars than two young, hungry competitors leaving it all out in the ring. And that's what both Robinson and Pedro Pablo are doing right now, Theo.
Absolutely. Shading strikes there in the middle of the ring. These two have not stepped off the gas as this match has started.
Robinson with an elbow behind. Tried for a suplex, and now big elbows driven to the temple by Pedro Pablo. Robinson re-syncs it up, tries a roll up.
Oh, goodness.
9 minutes gone by, 60 seconds remaining.
Pedro going for that submission again.
Again, that half crab, and Kristian Robinson is in dire straits.
Absolutely.
But the time might be on his side. He's just got to survive at this point.
This is true, but as you mentioned before, he may want to think ahead to Friday.
Robinson into the ropes. 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds.
30 seconds remaining in this opening contest. As you mentioned before, Kristian Robinson, he just really, just has to survive at this point.
Robinson drives the knee right to the back of the head of Pedro Pablo. This could be it. Big German suplex. Cover. 1, 2. No.
Oh, Pedro Pablo still kicking out of that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And ladies and gentlemen, we actually here have a no contest.
Time limit draw, Theo, to kick things off here at Dojo Wars, but both of these men, very impressive.
Gone to a 10-minute time limit draw. Therefore, there is a no contest.